Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Ifoma Chukwuka. I'm so happy to have you around and I'm so happy to be here. This is actually my first video on pattern drafting. Yeah, I'm correct. It's actually my first video, okay? And you are so welcome. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright, and today I will be giving us a very detailed illustration, A to Z, yeah, you heard me right, on the perfect way to draft Armhole Princess Bustier. Okay, so if this is something that interests you, then stick around with me, see the video to the very end, and be glad you did. So aside from the marking tape that I used to hold my paper in place, the next thing we need for the illustration is our marker, our tape rule, our scissors, and of course our almighty pattern master. So stick around with me, please. Let's do this together. I'll be teaching you a very detailed method to draft this, and the measurements I'll be using for the illustration is boldly written on the screen. Go ahead and check it out. Alright, without further wasting of our time, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll mark my starting line there. Okay, it's not really necessary anyways, but I love to mark mine. Alright, so there, that's what I'm doing now. And after that, guys, the next thing I will be doing is to divide my shoulder measurement by 2, and the shoulder I'm working with is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. 7.5. I will mark 7.5. 7.5. Then I will put my neck width 3 inches and my neck depth 3 inches. You can use any neckline that you feel like, okay? You can use any neckline, okay? Ouch, so sorry. I ended up having double lines, so sorry. So after doing that, I will slope my shoulder by 1 inch. You can slope yours by ½ inch and even 1.5, okay? Whichever one you want. I will mark my 1 inch. Then I will be connecting it straight to the neckline width. Like so. The next thing to do is to input my chest line, my armhole depth. And the formula to get that is boldly written on the screen. Go ahead and use it. It's very accurate. It works, trust me. So after that, I will be inputting my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches. Shoulder to my under bust, 13 inches. Shoulder to my waistline, 16 inches. And of course, my 1 inch joining allowance. I will be repeating the same thing here. 10 inches, 13 inches, 16 and 17, of course. Then I'll rule my lines. Guys, I will be taking my time to teach this, so if you're a beginner, watch this video to the very end, okay? You will love it, okay? It's very detailed, I promise. I'll try my best. If you've been struggling to draft this, then this is the time you have to learn it. If at all at the end of the tutorial, if you have any question to ask, go ahead and ask in the comment section. I will be right there waiting to answer you, okay? So after that, I'll be labeling my lines for you not to get confused. My chest line, my bust point, my under bust, my waistline, and my joining allowance. You see? Then the next thing to do right now is to input my my shoulder measurement of 7.5. That will enable me to get a straight line. I will put that on the chest line like so. Then I'll connect it to the 1 inch I sloped my shoulder with, like so. Then the next thing to do is to get the length of my armhole, my shoulder line. Okay, whatever I get, which is 7.5, I will divide the 7.5 into 2. Whatever you get in your own, divide it by 2. Okay, mine is 7.5. That's my armhole depth, 7.5. Okay, I'll divide that by 2. Then I'll write it down. I'll mark it down. Then from that place I marked it down, now I will check again to see if it's correct. It's correct. So let's proceed. So from that mark I put now, I'll be coming in by 1/2 inch. I'll be coming in by 1/2 inch, like so. Then on the chest line, I will input my bust circumference divided by 4. That will give me 9. The bust I'm working with is actually 36, right? 36 divided by 4 will give me 9 inches. I'll mark 9. Then I will give my armhole curve by connecting the 3 dots together. Pay attention to what I'm doing. No matter the curve ruler that you have, you can actually go ahead and use it. It works, trust me. No matter the curve ruler that you have, use yours. It doesn't matter, okay? So at the end, after that, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to input our dart, okay? And to do that, we would be dividing our bust span by 2, which is nipple to nipple. And mine is 8 by 2 will give me 4. That 4 that I got, I will be adding 1/2 inch to it for sewing allowance. That will give me 4.5, okay? So, guys, I'm so sorry. Let me attend to my son. It's actually night here. And I was like, let me drop something for us to see. Okay, so sorry. I'll be right back shortly. So welcome back. All right, so like I said earlier, I'll be marking my 4.5 at the bust point, my 4.5, my 4.5, like so. Then on the under bust, that 1/2 inch I added to my 4 inches, I'll be removing it. Okay, I will remove it. I'll be adding my actual 4 inches here. I will not add anything and I will not remove anything. That 4 inches there. Then I'll do the same thing on the waistline, 4 inches, and of course on the joining allowance for me to be able to get a straight line. Okay. So after doing that, coming to the side, center side front, yeah, side front, I'll be taking to 2 inches on the under bust and on the waistline. If you're working for a bigger bust size, that's from 45 up, you can take 2 inches, 2.5, 2.5, please, 2.5, or even 3 inches. Okay, so after that I will mark. So after that, I will get the length of my armhole, and whatever it gives me, I will divide it by 2. So let's check what we have here. You take your time to get the length of this armhole. So mine is approximately 9 inches, as you can see. So the 9 inches, I'll be dividing it into 2, and whatever I get, we put it down. Okay, there. Let me do that again to know what I get really. Let me be sure that I got it right. Okay, so you should measure yours, divide it into 2, and whatever you get, you put it down. Okay, so after doing that, from the bust point, I will be coming down by 0.75. You can come down by ½ inch or 0.75. It depends how good and well you know how to sew your bustier. Okay, coming down will make the sewing of your bustiers to be smooth. Okay, so I will connect the 0.75 to the 2 inches I took at the side front, like so. You see, then from that 4.5 we marked, I'll connect it to the armhole point, armhole middle point, like so. You see, we're almost done. You can see it's taking shape, huh? So from that point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch and also be going up by 1 inch. That will be our armhole tightening. Okay, you can tighten yours by 0.75. that is, you share the 0.75, but I love to tighten mine by 1 inch. So from that place, I'll be going up again by 0.75 on that bust point. So I'll be connecting the 1 inch to that 0.75 I went up with. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. You can see, like so. Let me extend it a bit because we will still be replacing the 2 inches we removed. Okay, like so. We have successfully tightened our armhole. So after that, from that 1 inch we took downwards. You know it's 2, 1 plus 1 is 2 now, guys. So from that 1 inch I took downwards, I'll be going out by 2 inches. That will be the replacement of the 2 inches we took out. If you don't do this, it will shorten your material. Trust me, you're not gonna like it. So from the 9 inches we took as our bust, I'll be replacing the 2 inches again there. Then I'll cover my new armhole, like so. You see, this is now our new armhole as ABC. Simple as ABC. Then I'll be adding 2 inches sewing allowance. You can add any sewing allowance of your choice. Anything that you think is best for you, go ahead and add it there. Then on the under bust, I'll be dividing my under bust by 4. And at the end of dividing my under bust, I got 8 inches. 8 inches. Okay, I will put 8 inches. Then I will measure my dart intake. It's 2 inches. Then I will place it back. Then I will still add my 2 inches sewing allowance. On the waistline, I will be dividing my waistline by 4. My waistline by 4. I will mark. Then I will measure my dart intake 2 inches. I will mark. Then plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Whatever I did on the waistline is what I will still do on the joining allowance. Nothing special there. My 8 inches, my dart replacement, then my 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll connect the 2 inches sewing allowance together with my ruler. Like so. You see? As simple as ABC. Guys, our armhole princess buster is ready. Guys, I'm sure this is very, very detailed. Like, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Give your girl a thumbs up, I beg. I deserve it now. It's very detailed. And I'm really certain that you learned something here today. You've learned something here today, right? So, go ahead and cut it from that line, like so. Just like I'm showing you right now. Okay? You cut like so. From there you cut here, you cut there. Do not cut the middle line. No, do not cut the middle line. Cut from that 1 inch we took upwards, like so, there, and so. That is it, and you're ready. Your pattern is ready. This is my center front, and I'll also be cutting it on fold, yeah, without adding any allowance. Then this one I'll cut it into 2 without adding any allowance. Cut and cut it again on your pattern just as it is. Do not add any sewing allowance, okay, except you did not add your sewing allowance to this very pattern. Okay, so that is it. The place I shaded right now is where we're gonna cut off. Ouch, I've ended up tearing my paper. I'll gum that back. Okay, so let me cut it out. I can remember when I was still a learner. It wasn't easy, guys. Like, I, I was like, will I ever learn this in my life? But today, I've loved who I've become. I'm good, and I'm close to perfection. Of course, you all know no one is perfect. No one is perfect. Not me, not you. Okay? So do not give up as a learner and as a newbie in the business, in the line of fashion. Keep on pushing that door. Keep on pushing it so hard. Someday, somehow, that locked door will be opened unto you. Trust me. I'm a living witness. Okay? So guys, that is just it. That is just it. Trust me. Alright? If you are still a beginner, follow me. Subscribe to my channel. I promise to carry you along. They never carried me along. They never do anything. They never assisted me. Like, if I tell you my story, you will have mercy, as in you will pity me. But look at me today. I'm doing well for myself. Okay? So if you're a beginner, follow me. Okay? I'll carry you along. Okay? So guys, do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your fashion. Do not give up on what you love. Keep on pushing. Someday, somehow, that door will be widely open unto you. And do not forget to practice. Like, keep on practicing. Practice, practice, practice. I could remember my friend that day that once told me to teach myself. If they don't want to teach you, I believe you have little knowledge. Go ahead and implement it. Go to market, buy fabrics for yourself, spend the money, cut whatever you want to cut. Teach yourself. If you make mistake, you will know that you made mistake. And from there, you will learn. That is it. That is just it. Okay? No matter where you are, fashion school, roadside tailor, all of them are the same thing. No? Go ahead, teach yourself. And whatever you have, implement it. Do not stop practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Okay? And where you fail, beat your chest that this thing that you made a mistake on it, that you will learn it someday. And you will learn it again. That next time, you will never make that same mistake again. And that is just it. That is just it. No one is perfect. Alright? So guys, that is just it. Our pattern is ready. Our front pattern is ready. Okay? Our front pattern is ready. So the next thing to do now is when you are cutting on your fabric, you cut this very one on fold, then the side into 2. Okay? You cut this one on fold. See, cut on fold. Then this one you cut it into 2. That is just it. Then you sew. I believe you know how to sew your bustier. If you don't know how to sew your bustier, let me know in the comment section and I will drop a video on that for you. okay? If you don't know how to sew your bustier, let me know and I will make a video on that for you, okay? I'm here to help you out. Yeah, I'm here to help us out, all of us. Alright? So that is just it. Remember what I said, when cutting on your pattern, do not add any sewing allowance. This pattern is ready to be worked in with. Is ready to work with, rather. Okay? Do not add any sewing allowance. So, let's cut the bag together again. So guys, without much wasting of our time, I will go ahead and mark my starting line. I'll mark my starting line. That is also my shoulder line. Then after that, I will mark my 1 inch zip allowance. You can mark whatever you use as your zip allowance. Okay? You can mark whatever you use. For me, I love using 1 inch. Some love using 1.5 and even 2 inches. Okay? So after that, I will rule the lines to have a straight line. All the measurements I will be taking right now will start from that line. I will not cross it. This very line I'm marking now, all the measurements I will be putting down will start from there. Guys, please let me tape my paper down. Okay, let me hold it down. Okay, having done that, I will be dropping my shoulder measurement of 7.5, just as we did in the front. My measurement will be taken from that line. .5, neck width 3 inches and neck depth 1 inch. Then I'll connect my neckline together. After that, I'll be sloping my shoulder by 1 inch again. Go ahead and slope yours by whatever you feel like. Then I'll be connecting it to the neckline width, like so. After doing that, I will be inputting my armhole, my chest line, my armhole depth, okay, of 7.5. 7.5. Then from the shoulder line, I will input my under bust 13 inches, my waistline 16 inches, plus 1 inch joining allowance. This will be at 17 inches. I will be repeating the same thing here, 13 inches, 16 inches, and 17 inches. Then I'll rule my lines. If you have watched this video to this very extent, that is because you love the teaching. I guess so. So support your girl by giving this video a thumbs up. That will help others to see it too, okay? Support your girl. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Having done that, I'll be labeling my lines now. This is my chest line. This is my under bust. This is my waistline, and of course, my 1 inch joining allowance. After that, on the chest line, I will input my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. This will enable me to get a straight line, guys. Then I'll add it, I will connect it to the 1 inch I sloped my shoulder with, like so. The next thing I'm going to do is to mark my bust measurement first, which is at 9 inches. That is my bust measurement divided by 4, which will give me 9. Okay, then I'll get the length of my armhole, or the length of my shoulder or my armhole, whichever one. This is 7.5 by 2. Okay, then I input it. Go ahead and measure yours. Whatever you get, divide it by 2. Then you mark. Then I will curve my armhole. Whatever pattern ruler you have, go ahead and use it, please. It works. It's still the same thing. So after doing that, on that chest line again, I'll be adding 2 inches sewing allowance, starting from that 9 inches. You see, place your tape from there and mark 2 inches. Then on the under bust, I will divide my under bust by 4. Oh my god. I'll divide my under bust by 4. I will have 8, then plus 2 inches sewing allowance. On my waistline, I will divide my waistline by 4. That will give me 8, then plus 2 inches sewing allowance. This my boy, yeah. He can disturb Africa. Then whatever I did on the waistline, I will do same on the joining allowance. Then I'll connect the lines together with my ruler. My boy is giving me biscuit to eat. He doesn't know I don't want to eat biscuit. So the next thing to do is to input my dart. Okay, and the dart I'm using here is my bust span divided by 2, which is 4. I will be inputting that exact 4. I will not be adding anything to it, and I will not be removing anything from it. Okay, I will use the 4 inches. 4 inches, 4 inches, and 4 inches. When cutting your back, so I will tell you that later, please. So now from that armhole midpoint, I will go up by 1 inch. But first, let me give a straight line first. Let me connect my 4 inches together. Then I will give my armhole curve, armhole presence line. Your back pattern is ready here. Okay, whatever I'm going to do again is what I want. Okay, but if you like, you can go ahead and try it out. Okay, what I'm going to do next now is just what I want, what I used to do for myself and for my customers. Okay, so on the waistline, I'll be going out, I'll be marking half inch on both sides, half inch there and half inch on the other side. I will do same thing on the joining allowance. Then you see how I'm going to connect it now. Let me connect the half inch together first. Then I'll connect it to the under bust like so. You see, this helps to snatch my back very well. Okay, to prevent gaping or whatever, or even zip bulge. And I will, on the waistline too, I'll be eliminating my zip bulge at the zip side. I will replace that 1 inch later. Yeah, but first let's remove our zip bulge. Okay, so from there I'll mark ½ inch inwards. Let me extend the lines first. The line, let me extend it. So I will mark ½ inch. ½ inch. See? On the joining allowance too, I will mark ½ inch. Let me also extend the line. And that of my neckline shape, I will extend it for you not to get confused. I believe you know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I believe you understand. Let me extend the neckline. Even though I'll be cutting it out later. Let me extend it. So, there, if you like, you can stop the zip tightening at the chest line, but I love to extend mine to the neckline like so. You see? Just like it's what I'm doing now. You see? Just simple as that. This is how to do it. That is it. And your back pattern is ready. Okay? So guys, what I wanted to say earlier was as you can see, the darts, this back dart and the front dart is not same. So when you are cutting your skirt, for if you want to join this upper piece to form a gown, use the dart you use at the back for the down part, and use the dart you use in the front for the front part of your skirt pattern. I believe you understand me. So guys, what I did now is to replace that 1.5. Okay, I replaced it, then I connect it straight up to the chest line. We took half inch for the tightening of our waist and ½ inch too for the tightening of our back. So in total, that will give us 1.5. That is what I replaced. If you like, you can replace just 1 inch because you already have 2 inches sewing allowance, okay? And if you like, you can replace 1.5. It still works. So guys, the place I shaded right now is where I'm gonna cut off. Okay, I don't want to bite my tongue. So the place I shaded right now is where I'm going to cut off. So let's cut that together. Our back pattern is ready. Yeah, it's ready. You see how simple it is. Go to market, guys. If you're a learner, if you're still an apprentice, a newbie, go to market. Buy fabric, any fabric of your choice, whatever you can afford. Cut this on your pattern paper, then transfer it to your fabric. Just follow the steps, follow everything I did here. Nothing is hidden. Everything is 100% given. 100% right. I did not remove anything. I did not hide anything from this video. Follow the steps that I did here. Follow it, do yours, cut it, sew it, wear it, and you see it. See the effect it will give you. Okay? There are many ways. There are many ways to cut your fabric, and this is one of them. So just go to market, buy any fabric of your choice, and try it out. Do not just watch and forget. Implement it. Practice makes perfect. Keep on practicing. Like, practice without getting tired. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. That is just it. That is just it, guys. Okay? So go to market, try this out, and let me know what you think in the comment section. And do not forget to ask your question if you have any in the comment section. Okay? I will answer you. I'll be there waiting to answer you. Alright? Thank you. So I believe you see what I'm cutting. Our back pattern is ready, guys. Our back pattern is ready. This is how to draft your back. Okay? This is how to draft your back. Cutting this line now, I don't like to cut it out entirely. I love to leave it as ½ inch there. You see, it's still together. But if you like, you can cut yours out. Okay? Then you cut 2 of that side and 2 of this side. It's still the same thing. Okay? If you sew the other 2 together, you sew the other 2 together. So that is just it. But me, I love to cut it like this into two. Okay, I don't like cutting it off. So let me label my zip allowance. That's my zip allowance. Guys, our back pattern is ready. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, okay, so that others will see it. Do well to share for others to also see it. You can see how that place is. Once I sew it together now, it will snatch my waist. You see? No gaping at all. You see? Everything rhymes together. So try it out if you want. But this is just something I implemented on my own, and it's been working for me actually. So if you want, you can actually try it and let me know what you got in the comment section. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Till we see in my another video. Thank you. Bye.